Here is some food and water for you. We'll come tomorrow morning. The thief smiled to himself at Kavery's foolishness. Her husband, meanwhile, stared at her with an open mouth, wondering which ant and what jewels she was talking about. When she firmly walked off, he followed obediently. The thief could not believe his luck. He had the entire night to comb through the house, tap all the walls, and look for the hidden stash of gold ornaments. So he started. Tap, tap, tap. Kick, punch, and shove. He prowled and he tapped. He kicked and he pushed the walls, hoping to spot the jewels. Finally, he tore down all the walls, but of course, there was nothing he could find. Exhausted, he fell asleep and woke only with the crowing of the cock as the sun rose. Quickly, he found his little bundle of things and ran off. Within minutes, Kavery and her husband returned. "Oh, Kavery, see what the bad man has done to our house. You gave him food and shelter and made me come with you, leaving the man alone in the night," her husband wailed. But Kavery was smiling. Then she broke into peals of laughter and said, "Don't worry, I planned this all along. You see, I saved money from a last crop to rebuild the house. I needed to call in some laborers to help tear it down, but our guest has done it for us. Now we can make a larger house for ourselves, just the way we always wanted." The whole village heard the story and started marveling at his intelligence. Many months flew by. The thief was burning to take revenge. How dared that village woman trick him? That too not once but twice. He realized that she was very clever. One day, he dressed up as a bangle seller and started wandering in the village. Kavery spotted him and knew who he was at once. She said to her friends who were crowding around the bangle seller, "Oh dear, I would have loved to get some for myself. But ever since that good-for-nothing thief tried to steal all our money by tearing down our house, I've hidden everything in a little hole in a tree in a wood." "Which tree?" her friends asked. "Oh no, I'm not saying which tree, but it's at last safe and sound out in the forest." The thief looked at her. Yes, Kavery was wearing an ordinary sari with no ornaments at all. Her friends turned around in astonishment at the crash with which the bangle seller flung down his collection of bangles and made off for the forest. Only Kavery watched with a grin on her face. Out in the forest, the thief searched high and low for the jewels. He climbed trees, poked around in bushes, got bitten, scratched, and growled at, but he would not give up. The jewels were there somewhere, and he had to find them. So that's where we'll leave him, prowling around in the forest looking for money and gold that don't belong to him. Everyone praised Kavery for a quick wit in riding the village of the thief. She continued to work hard and made more money from her farming and became a rich old lady. Even her husband was shamed into giving up his lazy ways in helping her. As for the thief, who knows, perhaps he's still in that forest looking for what was never his. Now, if only he had learned to work hard like Kavery, he would have been as rich. The poor thief, maybe he got eaten by a tiger? So what's the moral of the story? Sometimes, with a bit of luck and lots of pluck, people can change any situation in which they find themselves. Hope you like the story. If so, like, share, and subscribe to BUZZISTIC, and don't forget to hit on the bell icon. Thank you.